And as the big cars get away, the real battle is on. A 500-mile blind with victory for the one who takes the biggest risk.
So Alan, here we are at the world-famous Brooklands racetrack. What would it have been like racing here in the 20s and 30s?
Absolutely fantastic. You're up here on this big, steep, bumpy banking, doing 120, 130 miles an hour. Really dramatic for the drivers and for the spectators. Far more dramatic than what you see in modern motor racing. Something truly memorable and really quite heroic. The whole thing is so different.
And they'd have done it in cars like this, which is a 1929 Bentley, 4.5 litres of it. Great roaring thing that would thunder around the track here, sometimes going off the edge of this high embankment here. This embankment is what Brooklands was famous for. Let me go up here to give you an idea of the angle. It's actually 37.5 degrees. And imagine coming round here in a 2-ton car at 150 miles an hour. Not made of asphalt or made of concrete, because asphalt simply wouldn't have set.
Pushes his foot down hardest on the accelerator. Speed, speed, and yet more speed.
But Brooklands isn't just about vintage cars and steep racing tracks. It's also home to a huge aviation industry, including this Sopwith Camel or this Hurricane that was built during the Second World War here and sent off to the Eastern Front, where it fought on behalf of the Soviet Union before being shot down by the German Air Force. Or then there's this Sopwith Tabloid, which took part in races dating back to 1913. But all these tracks, all these cars, all these aircraft, and even this building need restoring, which is where the Lottery Fund has stepped in, the Heritage Lottery Fund, that's going to be spending millions of pounds to do what, Alan Wynne, the director of this museum?
We're going to dismantle this hangar and move it, restore it, so that it can protect these aeroplanes properly. Once we've moved the building off here, it'll expose part of the original racetrack, and we'll be able to restore that as well and bring that back to use for motoring and other events.
Will it be going back to the glory days of Brooklands?
We're going to recreate as much as we possibly can of the glory days of Brooklands, both as a motor racing circuit and also as an aircraft factory, because this building will be an aircraft factory again when it's finished.
Alan Wynne, thank you very much indeed. For a motoring or an aircraft enthusiast, there's a lot happening. It'll all take place over the next 18 months to 2 years before you can come and see this revamped Brooklands Museum.